Hello, everybody. Welcome to Healthy Relationships Project. My name is Miss Katie, and today we're going to be learning about all the different ways we keep our bodies safe. Now, I bet you already do a lot of things to keep your body safe. I keep my body safe when I'm in the car. When you're in the car, do you wear your seatbelt? Do you make sure you're in your seat and you're not moving around too much? Do you make sure you're not screaming and shouting and being crazy so we don't distract the driver? Those are all ways we keep our bodies safe. How do you keep your body safe when you're riding your bike? Do you wear a helmet? Do you wear elbow pads and knee pads? If you're still learning, do you use training wheels on your bike? Those are all things that keep your body safe too. Or when you cross the street, I bet you look both ways and maybe even hold somebody's hand before you cross. Those are great ways to keep your body safe. I bet you do a million other things every day, and that's awesome. Everybody can keep your body safe, and today we're going to learn more ways to do it when it comes to different kinds of touches. There's lots of different kinds of touches, and some of them feel good. We like getting high fives from friends or a fist bump from our teacher when we do a good job. Some touches never feel good. Nobody likes being kicked or flicked in the head by a little brother. And some touches are sometimes okay, and sometimes we don't like them very much. Sometimes we might like getting tickled, and sometimes we don't. Sometimes we like getting hugs, and other days, no hugs for me. Everybody is allowed to say no thank you to touches that they don't like. But sometimes we might say no thank you and people don't listen. They touch my body anyway, or they didn't even ask first. So today we're going to learn how do we keep our body safe when it comes to touches that we don't really like. And we're going to learn with a book called Uncle Willie's Tickles. So let's get started. Uncle Willie's Tickles. When Uncle Willie comes to visit, he lets me sit behind the wheel of his new blue pickup truck. I am taller than all the other cars on the street. I think that sounds pretty fun, getting to be the driver of this blue pickup truck. So it sounds like when Uncle Willie comes to visit, it's a pretty fun time. When Uncle Willie comes to visit, he takes me and my sister Carly to Ice Cream Haven for my favorite chocolate chip, double scoop, hot fudge, and whipped cream sundae with rainbow sprinkles too. Ooh, that sounds really, really good. Is anybody else super hungry for ice cream right now? I'm very hungry for ice cream all of a sudden. So Uncle Willie has lots of fun surprises for Kyle and his sister Carly. When Uncle Willie comes to visit, Mom and Dad laugh at his jokes. Uncle Willie can wiggle his ears without even touching them. Can you do that? Am I doing it? I can't do it. I'm not as cool as Uncle Willie, okay? And Uncle Willie can run backwards without even banging into the wall. I laugh and laugh and laugh. So it sounds like Uncle Willie is pretty silly. Wonder if that's how he got his name. When Uncle Willie comes to visit, he likes to tickle me. He tickles me under my chin, under my arms, on top of my head, just about everywhere. It makes me laugh at first, but sometimes Uncle Willie keeps tickling me and keeps tickling me and keeps tickling me. Stop, stop, I say, but sometimes Uncle Willie tickles me until my sides ache and my insides feel like splitting apart. Uh-oh. So Kyle liked the tickles at first, but by the end, he didn't like them anymore. They didn't feel good anymore. They hurt. That's okay. Kyle is allowed to change his mind about touches. It's okay if it felt good at first, but I don't like it anymore. I'm allowed to say stop. And what should Uncle Willie do? Well, he should stop. That's Kyle's body, and Kyle is in charge of it. When Kyle says stop, Uncle Willie should stop tickling him, arms at his side like a penguin. Nobody should touch your body when you don't like it. So if you say stop, Uncle Willie should stop because it's Kyle's body and Kyle is in charge. Guess what? Your body belongs to you. And you know who's in charge of it? You are. It's your body and you are in charge. So nobody gets to touch you when you say stop. But Kyle said stop and Uncle Willie didn't listen. Let's find out what happens next. My sister Carly says Uncle Willie tickles all the kids. She thinks it's funny, but I still don't like the way he tickles me. So Carly likes the tickles and Kyle doesn't. Is it okay that they disagree? Sure, they're two totally different people. Carly is the boss of Carly's body, not Kyle's. And Kyle is the boss of Kyle's body. They are two different people and they get to make different rules for their body. So Carly thinks it's funny and fun when Uncle Willie tickles her. So it's okay if he does it because Carly says it's okay by me. But does Kyle say the tickles are okay? No. Kyle doesn't think they're funny. Kyle thinks they hurt. So nobody should tickle Kyle's body. It's okay if Carly says yes and Kyle says no. They're different people and they make different rules for their body. If Kyle says stop, Uncle Willie should still stop tickling him because his rules are allowed to be different from Carly's. Uh-oh. Uncle Willie is coming for dinner tonight. If he tries to tickle me, I will run to my room. I will paint my face with red dots and say I have the chicken pox and can't come out. Do you think that'll work? I don't know. Let's find out. Maybe I'll disguise myself as a pirate captain. No one will even know it's me. Do you think that will work? I don't know. I'd be real confused if a pirate showed up for dinner. Let's find out. Maybe I'll hide underneath the table and Uncle Willie will be so busy eating spaghetti that he won't even know I'm there. Do you think that'll work? Maybe, but uh-oh, what if somebody kicks Kyle under the table? Let's find out what Kyle really does. Knock, 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 knock. Kyle, my mom calls. Uncle Willie is here. We'll be eating in 10 minutes. I'm not hungry, I say. Mom comes into my room. She puts her hand on my forehead. She always does that when I say I'm not hungry for dinner. You don't have a fever, she says. Do you feel sick? I don't want to tell Mom about Uncle Willie's tickles. She'll probably say Uncle Willie tickles all the kids. So Kyle is worried that if he talks to Mom about Uncle Willie's tickles, she won't take him seriously or she won't believe him. Do you think Kyle should talk to Mom about Uncle Willie's tickles? Let's find out what he does. I tell Mom anyway. Mom is quiet for a little while. Then she says, "You did the right thing by telling me. Did you tell Uncle Willie you don't like the way he tickles you? Do you remember?" Yeah, Kyle told him, stop. Sometimes I tell him to stop, but he keeps tickling me anyway. Mom says Uncle Willie shouldn't keep tickling you when you tell him to stop. Your body belongs to you, and nobody gets to tickle you or touch you in a way that you don't like. Let's go tell him again tonight. Mom hugs me, and I tell her I'm getting hungry for spaghetti. So Kyle was nervous about telling Mom, but Mom listened. Mom said he did the right thing by telling, and she will help him make those tickles stop. It's always okay to tell an adult if someone touches your body and you don't like it. It's grown-ups' job to keep kids safe. So you could tell one grown-up, like Mom, but what if Mom was busy? Could Kyle ask a second grown-up for help? You got it. He could ask Dad. If Mom and Dad are both busy, could he ask a third grown-up for help? Yes, he could. He could go to school and ask his teacher for help, or his principal, or his guidance counselor. He could ask his best friend's mom for help. He could ask so many grown-ups. It's grown-ups' job to keep kids safe. And you can keep asking us for help until somebody helps you. You can ask one grown-up, or two, or three, or five, or even 10. You get to keep asking until somebody helps you. So let's find out how Mom helps Kyle. When I walk downstairs, Uncle Willie and Dad are talking. Uncle Willie looks up at me and smiles, so I smile back. Hey, buddy, Uncle Willie says. I jump down the bottom step and Uncle Willie pats my back. Then Uncle Willie starts tickling me around my neck. Uh-oh. Do you think Kyle likes that? I don't think so. So let's find out what Kyle does. I pull away. No, I say, you tickle me too much and I don't like it. Uncle Willie steps back. Hey, no problem, he says. So Kyle said no, and Uncle Willie listened. Was that the right thing to do? You got it. If somebody says no to touches, we don't touch them anymore. Kyle is the boss of Kyle's body. So when he says no tickles, nobody should tickle him at all. Kyle is in charge of his body, and nobody gets to touch him when he doesn't like it. So Kyle told Uncle Willie to stop, and Uncle Willie listened. Let's find out what happens next. After dinner, Uncle Willie asks if I want to play checkers in the den. As I move my black checker towards his red checker, he says, I'm glad you told me you don't like the way I tickle you. I look down at the checkerboard and nod. And you can be sure I won't do it anymore. Uncle Willie will stop tickling Kyle from now on. I look up and Uncle Willie holds his hand in the air. Can I have a high five, he asks. I high five Uncle Willie as hard as I can. Now, if you're at home watching, you can pull your hand back and give me an air high five as hard as you can. Oh, Uncle Willie rolls backwards and kicks up his feet. He shakes his hand out. Whoa, he says, you are one strong kid. I laugh and laugh. I like my Uncle Willie. The end. So we learned a lot from that book. First of all, your body belongs to you. Nobody gets to touch you when you don't like it. So you know what I should do before I try to tickle you? I should ask first. I should ask, hey, would you like to be tickled? If you say yes, can I tickle you? Of course, you said it was okay. I only tickle you if you say yes. If I ask for tickles and you say no thanks, should I tickle you? No, you don't want those tickles. And that's okay. It doesn't mean we're not friends. We still like each other. Sometimes people just don't want to be touched, and that's okay too. If I ask you if I can tickle you and you say, I don't know, I should wait until you tell me yes. The only time it's okay to touch somebody else's body is if we ask first and they say yes. Now, if somebody forgets to ask you before touching your body, or you say no, and they do it anyway. There are 3 things we can do to make those touches stop. And it just so happens I have a dance that helps me remember. Here we go. If somebody touches my body and I don't like it, I sit up very tall in what I call my superhero pose, and I say no, just like Kyle did in that big super voice. It's not yelling, it's not mean. It's telling somebody, this is my body and I'm in charge. So all together at home, join me in. Do this big superhero pose, and all together we will say 1, 2, 3, no, just like that. Can you say it in your most super voice? 1, 2, 3, no, just like that. Good job. The second thing we can do is go. If somebody keeps tickling me, I don't have to hang out with them anymore. If my brother or sister keeps tickling me, I can go away from them and go hang out somewhere else. Maybe I go find mom or dad or grandma and spend time with them instead. Or if my friend is always poking my body and I don't like it, I can go home. I'm not playing with my friend anymore today because they're not acting safe. We can tell people no, but if they still don't listen, we can go away from them. And the third thing we can always do is tell. We can tell a grown-up we trust what happened. And who are the grown-ups you trust? At home, could you tell mom or dad or grandma or grandpa? Could we talk to older brothers and sisters? At school, could we talk to teachers, principals, guidance counselors, other teachers? There's so many people whose job it is to keep you safe. And remember, you can tell one grown-up, but you could also tell 2 or 3 or 5 or 10. You get to keep asking for help until somebody helps make those tickles stop. Should I give you a hug without asking? Nope. I ask first. Can I give you a hug? If you say yes, we can hug. But if you say no, hands at my side like a penguin, I don't give that hug. I ask for high fives too. Can I give you a high five? If you say yes, boom, the best high five ever. And if you say no, hands at my side like a penguin, I don't give that high five. I am in charge of my body, so you should ask before you touch me. You are in charge of your body, so everybody should ask first before touching you. And if they don't remember to ask or you say no, and they do it anyway, we can use our no, go, tell to make it stop. So all together, we are going to do our no, go, tell dance. Are you ready? You can stand up, and here we go. No, go, tell. Let's try it again. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. No, go, tell. And let's do it one more time. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. No, go, tell. Can you do it as fast as you possibly can? We're all going to do it so fast. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. No, go, tell. That was pretty fast. So can you teach that dance to mom or dad or grandma? Do it. They can learn how to keep bodies safe too. Could you teach that to brothers and sisters? Go ahead and do it. Maybe you could use FaceTime or video to teach it to someone far away. Everybody can use the no, go, tell dance to keep our bodies safe. So remember, it's your body and you are in charge of it. No one gets to touch you when you don't like it. I always ask first before touching. And if somebody doesn't ask me or I say no and they touch me anyway, I can tell them no, I can go away, and I can tell a grown-up I trust. And you get to keep telling grown-ups until somebody makes those touches stop. Great job learning with me, everybody. Thank you so much. When I see you next time, we will learn about our personal space bubbles. But until then, ask before touching, use your no-go tell, and stay safe. Goodbye, everybody.